Does anybody have like, here are other books that need to be in a series like this? Maybe some topics of books. They might actually be topics. We have like 10 or 12 other books signed already. So, but anybody have like, man, I'd like to see this book in this series?
I have a feeling that this is among that handful that you just referenced, but I'm really excited to see some a book or two about Indigenous teaching in the series, and yeah, I'm excited for that to join.
I began my research career looking at family involvement in Title I schools, in particular looking at how different demographics of parents construct their role beliefs or their thoughts about what they're supposed to do to help their child or children be successful. And then when I moved and, got my tenure track job, I kind of switched my research line. But I would love to see a book that revisits family involvement through a lens of equity, so we can think about how do teachers and schools send invitations to involvement that account for not only people's life context, skills, and knowledge, but that also accounts for what individual children need, as opposed to come to open house and everybody do the same thing, and it's not really effective. So I would love to see that.
Anyone else, or are you afraid that if you come up with an idea that I'm going to expect you to write that book?
I would love to see something that focuses on supporting emergent bilingual students and immigrant students. I don't know if that's already in the works. Are we getting spoilers, Paul? Are we getting movies?
Well, I don't want to mention possible things before they're, before we know that they're going to be completed, but I will say all of these topics so far are related to things that have been signed.
Well, I would say, because I offer some sort of research suggestions at the end of the book, which is more academic because that is my background, like some of you. But as Noreen just mentioned, I was a language teacher for several years before I moved into curriculum development and other things that I do in professional development, stuff like that now. And if I'm going to be on this beat, the intersection between language and neurodivergence, that sort of thing, just like there really isn't a book on neurodivergence and race, there really isn't a book on those two things put together too. So if I'm thinking of directions to go in the future, since I have that experience, that's definitely something that needs to exist.